Hello, welcome to Jazz Is
Jazz's
MasterClass series
at the National Jazz Museum at the National Jazz Museum in Harlem.
I am Sekou McMillan, the curator of special projects.
My name is Albert Marquez, Zach O'Farrell.
My name is Shirazette Tinnin.
And we are in conversation with the legendary Bertha Hope. Jazz could only have happened here in America.
The key to everything was the radio.
So this world is too dense. 15 minutes isn't enough to cover it all.
Are you ready? I am.
She sounded like she had very clear intention on what she wanted you to feel from how she sang those notes. Welcome back. We are now in part 2, and I'm excited to talk to you about Ethel Enis's singing style as well as her solo career. So I learned a lot about her singing style. I have to be honest, I was so taken back by her voice because all this time I thought that there was only Ella Fitzgerald who made me vibrate and get chills. But no, not anymore. So I am now a Ethel Enis fan. And honestly, it sounds like she influenced many vocalists. And not only vocalists, but you're going to hear later on a recording of hers where you can hear that the way she paces, delivers the words, it sounds like she also influenced many horn players with her timing, her inflections, the timbre of her voice, the way that her tone is delivered and the warmth that you feel from the words that she's singing. This is my student ears coming out. This is what I hear. If you hear something different is quite okay, but I'm just giving you my experience from listening to the recordings that I got to study over the last many weeks of learning about Ethel Enis. So her singing style is so amazing. And she's singing a song written by Victor Young and Ned Washington, and it was conducted by the Neil Hefti Orchestra. The song that really made me move the most is called My Foolish Heart. And because of her solo career, she had signed a contract with Capitol Records for 2 albums. And the song that I'm referring to is on an album that she released called A Change of Scenery. And you should know that while she was embarking on her solo singing career, she recorded a number of songs also for Atlantic Records for her LP debut, which is an album called Lullabies for Losers. Kind of an interesting self-deprecating title, I think. I don't know, but I don't know much about her emotional background, or why that title was called what it's called. But I do know from my own personal experiences that love can definitely create a lullaby of heartbreaks. So you might well feel like a loser at times. Anyway, the Lullabies for Losers was released by Jubilee Records in 1955. And then it was in 1957 that she moved to Capitol Records for the 2-album contract. Later on, we're going to listen to 2 songs. And one of those songs will be, again, like I said, My Foolish Heart. And it was conducted by the Neil Hefti Orchestra, written once again by Victor Young and Ned Washington. And there's also the Lullabies for Losers album that you can check out as well. Now, for me, I find it really interesting vocally what she did, and what I hear is her influencing a lot of artists that I actually play with, who I'm going to ask them as soon as I'm done making this video today. I'm going to call them up and say, hey, Alan Harris, did you ever listen to Ethel Enis? Because it sounds like you might have been influenced by her. Hey, Dee Dee Bridgewater. Well, it's actually Mama Dee Dee. Mama Dee Dee, did you ever listen to Ethel Enis or have conversations with her? You know, because I think we forget that all instrumentalists, vocalists, we have our influences, and we do ask others questions, you know. So, for example, me being a drummer, to influence how I play, I talk to other artists who are drummers like me. So, my mentors or even my peers, I'm asking questions with, and I'm trying to get their perspective on how they approach or deliver a note or rhythm. So I can only imagine that it's the same way for vocalists. They're probably like, this is the diction. This is the enunciation. This is how you say this word. You know, there's a lot of emphasis and clarity and delivery that's really important for a vocalist. And I find myself playing with many, many vocalists for my work, you know, and they have to be very specific and detailed. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is that I noticed that Ethel Enis had very clear intention with how she delivered her lyrics. She sounded like she had very clear intention on what she wanted you to feel from how she's saying those notes. I could be wrong, but I bet you I'm probably closer to being on point than I am being wrong. But you know, I can't ask her. But anyway, so instead of me describing how she sounded and how she made me feel, let's take a moment to listen to snippets of a couple of the songs. And if you would like, there are links available below for you to listen to the songs in their entirety. I would like to suggest grab a friend, make it a listening party. I don't know if you like New York pizza, whatever your food is. If you have a gluten allergy, I don't know, get the gluten-free pizza. But take a moment and really dive in, get a notebook, make it something where you all get to share how her voice made you feel. Close your eyes, meditate. Her voice is, in my opinion, one of the pioneers, and it's so amazing. Okay? So I hope you enjoy the listening section. Thank you.